Good morning, HubSpot Nation. Welcome to Wake Up with Customer Platform, your unofficial HubSpot morning show, where we help you discover the platform value you already own. I'm Chris Carolyn, joined by my co hosts, Casey Hawkins and George B. Thomas. We are here every weekday morning to make sure you're not sleeping on HubSpot's true capabilities. If you're joining live, drop a hello in the comments and let us know what you're building in HubSpot today. All right, let's wake up to what's happening. 20 updates. I think I mentioned last week, whenever there's a big announcement or a big thing coming up, like Spring Spotlight tomorrow, we see some updates action, and we've got 20 today.
I've canceled my doctor's appointments. I've called my clients and said I can't meet today.
A full day
My
stream.
wife will just fly the pizza under the door sometime around noon when we get done. I'm doing great.
So batten down the hatches and buckle in. So here we go. And all these lives too, like not no betas. Like it's like we got an announcement to make. We got to show some stuff to some people. So everybody push. Starting with Elevate theme landing page sections. What is it? You now have access to 9 new section templates in your Elevate theme to create more engaging landing pages. Hero banner, 2-column, products and services, 2-column, products and services, 3-column, products and services list, testimonial cards, about us, 1-column, frequently asked questions, 2-column, and countdown timer.
Why does it matter? These new section templates give you more starting points to build compelling landing pages that help you generate leads more effectively. With more layout options, you can create customized landing pages that match your brand and conversion goals without starting from scratch.
I know I'm new to this with y'all, but is this the first theme that we've ever seen as an update? Like, wait a minute.
There's going to be a pop quiz for you, George. Do you know what the Elevate theme is?
It's a theme that you can use in HubSpot that now has better sections.
I think it's one of the free themes, right?
It must be.
So it is the theme that they're using to
Elevate,
kind of educate on using React-based functionality in HubSpot CMS. So this is a theme based on React and not Hubble.
Oh.
Right? So they introduced it a few, maybe last month's developer hug. So that's why it's getting special promotion here, right? So, and written straight into the point, like you'd expect from a dev team. So, good to see they're progressing here.
I think the dev team updates might be some of the easier to read, though.
Sometimes, until they start throwing all the acronyms like at you.
Here's the burning question that is in my brain. One, how many theme developers will see this switch and how many themes will be switching to other things? I'm super interested. I know we've got to run and get more of these done, but this is interesting to me to what the future potentially looks like across the theme board.
Yeah. And if you're watching out there, Anton and rest of the developer, community, you guys are doing their great things, but maybe a little more context behind this specific theme would be helpful to anybody who wants to take advantage of React-based theme activity in CMS.
Also, if you're a developer and watching this, put in the comments why it matters, like what to you as a developer, not as to what Casey just read.
Yes. No, the React versus Hubble conversation is pretty interesting when you get into it. So would love to hear feedback there. View and edit email conversation history in help desk and inbox. medium impact. Private beta, what is it? The history of an email conversation is now visible and editable when composing a reply in help desk or inbox.
Why does it matter? When forwarding an ongoing conversation to a coworker, you may want to edit out irrelevant or sensitive information to make the thread easier to follow for teammates. You may also prefer to answer customer inquiries in line with the previous response in the conversation. I was like, when they said edit, I was like, that seems sketchy, but I get it. I get it.
Yeah. And
I love-
apparently, I'm just going to go on limb and say help desk team is watching this show because I'm very appreciative of this April 2025 update
That's what I was gonna say.
that I
too.
see
Like,
here.
boom, they're getting like, hey, here's when we did this thing and why.
Yeah. Again, making help desk and inbox easier. It is going to be interesting to see how this progresses forward. This can be confusing for teams which ones to use, or like the value of each inbox and help desk. I think it's probably as simple as help desk is help desk, like it's built for reactive ticket based stuff. If you've got your sales ats and your contact ats, like those kind of inboxes connected to HubSpot, you don't want those to be over in help desk. But maybe we throw those over to like sales and CS workspaces at some point, George. I don't know. Yeah, inbox feels like it's on an island a little bit right now as they progress into all these other spaces. Number 3, custom remix templates, medium impact. Oh, I see this little light bulb here is recommended based on my portal's feature usage.
Ooh, that's cute.
They must be listening to me wanting to use this custom remix because I actually haven't used it yet in this portal. What is it? You can now save custom templates directly inside Content Remix. These templates create reusable patterns for repurposing and distributing your content, including outputs and their attributes. Share templates with your team to ensure consistent content repurposing across your organization.
Why does it matter? Custom remix templates give you a reusable blueprint for content repurposing. Instead of recreating effective remixes each time, you can save your configuration as a template with all the outputs and attributes of you need for repeated use.
I'm excited about this because in your organization, you have an AI nerd. An AI nerd knows how to talk to the remix in the way that it can do the things that you really get the things that you want to get out of the things that you're trying to get. And now those nerds can just make a template that every average normal human can pick up and use and get the better things from the things that you're trying to get. I like it.
Nailed it. Is this enough for you to jump over into Remix, George?
Maybe this weekend. Maybe.
I mean, it's hard not to feel sillier and sillier for not using custom remix.
I know.
As we continue to see update after update.
I think one of the hard things is like we all, before it was in HubSpot, we all got used to doing this in the third-party tools. And so it's just like changing the behavior is it's really challenging for me, for sure.
Yeah.
You know how much I like changing my behavior? Actually, I do like to change my behavior. I usually kind of reboot every so often, but I really do. Okay.
It's hard.
Right here in front of the entire world, how many people are watching? I'm going to spend some time this weekend in Remix. More information to come next week.
Sounds like a Let's Build custom remix.
It's crazy how quickly AI moves, though, that we all got used to, ChatGPT, and now, I mean, that wasn't that long ago, and now we are having trouble shifting.
Right. Well, that's the thing. All those continue to get better too, and that helps these tools. But a lot of it, there's so much overlap in being able to build out a project, which is basically what we're doing here. like it's custom GPTs and, configuring the whole thing so it gets closer to one button, one shotting
Yep.
things. So really cool update here. Continuing the content train, schedule case studies, publish, unpublish, and updates.
Hmm.
That could be interesting. What is it? You can now schedule the publication, unpublishing, and updates of your case studies directly from the case study editor or the listing table in the case studies app.
Why does it matter? Managing case studies just got easier. With the new scheduling control, you can plan content releases strategically, ensuring your case studies stay up to date and aligned with your marketing campaigns. Whether you're preparing for a product launch or refreshing your content, this feature streamlines workflows and gives you greater control over your case studies. I didn't really know there was a special place for case studies.
Oh,
I'm being honest.
see, I did know that, but I would have thought that this shipped with that. But that's not the conversation. Like, I'm glad that it's getting easier.
This is how hard it is to keep up, folks.
By the way-
Casey's on the show, and we have said several times the word case studies in a product update.
I'm just now connecting that it's its own like space. I guess I've always just had it as a page, as a page.
Right.
Wow.
So we have
I
over
know,
here,
I know. Chris is attacking
we
me.
have case studies. No, it's not no judgment here. I'm telling people like this is how challenging it is to keep up with HubSpot. You say a word like case studies, which there has never been a tool for prior to like 4 months ago, 6 months ago, right? So like as you read stuff, there's no reason to believe that there is a brand new tool for it. So it's like, oh yeah, when you do case studies, you can do this and this and this now, right?
Yeah.
It's also in
and
Content Hub. I'm feeling a little better. I'm feeling less bad about
Right.
myself.
It is
exactly.
I do have several clients who are using it. It is actually pretty slick. So I am glad to see that they're. My biggest worry is it would be like one of those things that they build but then forget about, kind of like the projects tool. So I'm glad to see that it's getting love over time.
Yeah, and we're getting usage out of it at Profoundly. That's how we're approaching like any of the case studies that we do using this tool. And what I'm really excited for when I see updates, like scheduling updates. Not sure what's that.
Do you see the next update, by the way?
Yeah, all these case studies things. Oh man. Okay.
Okay, like we got a journey to travel just around case studies now that I take a gander at it.
Right. So, because yesterday we were, oh, Trisha, you're making a good point here, and maybe that's what they're trying to approach here. Wouldn't it be smarter if they approached all content in a digital asset management platform instead? I feel like they're trying.
I have heard that term before in certain circles.
I mean, if we look at this menu right here, this is very content type drop down like that you would see in a digital asset management. And that would be cool if I don't have to configure the whole damn thing like from scratch. So
the whole damn thing.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
Where's the drums?
There we go.
I'm there for you. I'm there for you.
So yesterday's update was something related to like using the company record and things on it. So imagine an update. Imagine if scheduling updates meant that you have a company record and you have services and you're doing customer success with this person and you're managing results and it's automatically updating the case study page.
Oh, say it isn't so.
Like, wow. That's why we want integration with CRM and Content Hub, folks. We also want it to improve slides and PowerPoint file support in Case Study Agent. What is it? when you're creating case studies with HubSpot's case study generator. All right, now we're getting a little too liberal with the word
Oh,
agent
uh,
here, I think.
Well, just wait, because you got another one coming after this one, but let's get through this one. I'm just saying.
Powered by Breeze. You can now use PowerPoint presentations and other slide decks with improved accuracy. Breeze now more effectively extracts statistics, content, and images from your slides during the document upload step to create more accurate and detailed case studies.
Why does it matter? Slide decks are frequently used by customers and contain valuable information for case study generation. You can now confidently include slide decks as source materials for your AI-generated case studies. The improved processing capabilities ensures your important data, statistics, and visuals from presentations are accurately captured and incorporated in your case study drafts.
Do you remember long ago in a galaxy far away when I asked the question, what documents? What notes? And bam!
Long ago, yesterday. Yes. Here we go.
Here we go.
These are the documents, George. These ones.
These are the documents you're looking for, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying.
Oh, man. If you think you have to start from scratch with any of this stuff, just dive into any local storage environment in your business or on your computer and get started. Breeze Copilot in case studies. I'm feeling all of this stuff fits together.
I feel like they could have combined these in some way and saved us an update, but
Breeze Copilot is now available directly within the case studies editor. So you can lean on the power of AI and leverage your CRM data to create compelling case studies effortlessly.
why does it matter? You can now generate refined case study content right where you need it. With Breeze Copilot in the case study editor, you create compelling content, highlight key points, and streamline your workflow without interrupting your creative process. This makes crafting impactful case studies faster and easier while ensuring your case study content remains professional and well structured.
I'm so excited right now, and it has nothing to do with the update. So, like, it's funny, Casey, your comment made my brain go in a direction. You're like, they could have combined these, and I'm like, no. Keep them separate, please. Keep them separate. They're in different directions. They're different things. I know my team is going to be training my clone on all of these updates. I cannot wait to get my clone to write an article about HubSpot case studies based on the understanding of these updates going in now. Like, oh my God. Like, one of my favorite places to journey, helper.georgebthomas.com. Please create this content around these updates that were just launched. Bam! And we're going to bring it to the world. I'm telling you, it's probably a future Hub Heroes episode sitting here in these 3 updates. I'm just, oh, thank you, HubSpot. I love you so much. Okay.
Ultimate guide to case studies on the way from George B. Thomas, guaranteed.
I'll be paying attention because I didn't even know this existed.
And this is why we do the work. This is why we're here. Like, it's just so easy to miss things. You're not alone out there.
That's why I was passionate about being on this show, because this part right here that we're doing every morning is important.
Yeah, George really had to beg us. We were gatekeeping the show.
We put him through the vetting process. He passed the exams.
Yeah.
Better blog topic suggestions with Breeze Content Agent. What is it? You can now see 3 blog post ideas at once when using AI blog post generation. Each idea comes with an explanation of why it was suggested to you. Plus, you can generate additional ideas without losing your original suggestions.
Why does it matter? This improvement gives you more options and context for your blog content. You can now compare multiple ideas side by side, understand the reasoning behind each suggestion, and explore more options while keeping your initial choices available. Keeping your initial choices available is such like a simple but also so important um, piece of this.
You're not
Because
lying.
Yeah. I
You're not.
love this content coaching I'm starting to see too. Like hoping that's what when they say each idea comes with an explanation of why it was suggested to you.
Mhm.
Man, I love where they're going with that. Um
Yeah.
oh, get in there, get into content. Like, please, folks.
I mean,
Uh
listen, if you're still an organization that is not creating content and you're a HubSpot user,
shame.
I love you, but go, come on.
No more excuses. Host HubSpot content on a WordPress subfolder. What is it? Marketers can now host HubSpot content, blog, landing pages, site pages, case studies, and more on a subfolder. Example, website.com/subfolder using the WordPress plugin. Before this update, users would have to host content on a subdomain. Example, subdomain.website.com if their website was hosted on a CMS other than HubSpot's.
Why does it matter? As a marketer, I want to host all my content on my main root domain to benefit from existing SEO performance and backlinks. New subdomains take months to rank.
I hope everybody understands how huge this is.
Mhm.
Like, first of all, let me go in a direction I don't think anybody will think that I'm going to go. This means that HubSpot is not completely trying to get you to come into the CMS or the content HubSpot tools. They are actively engaging. We should be great where they're at, and they're doubling down on WordPress. The amount of time I had to spend teaching people when to create in HubSpot and when not to create in HubSpot based on they had WordPress.
And the only question I'll bring up in all these SEO situations, existing SEO performance has relied heavily, often on subdomains versus subfolders. As this moves towards AI understanding what's on your website, is AI going to care whether it's on a subdomain or a subfolder?
Well,
Uh,
here's
we'll
the thing.
see.
Here's the thing. I feel like this is a response to the understanding of what search in AI is doing and where it goes mostly versus it peeling off to like a smaller portion without the juice. Anyway, I'm
Yeah.
sure there are smart reasons why they did this. I'm actually happy about this one as somebody who plays in the WordPress and Content Hub space.
Mhm.
This excites me. I'm
Yeah.
easily excited, but this excites me.
Lots of variables in play for sure. It's also case studies. If you want to host that on WordPress, probably never makes sense on a subdomain. So got to make room for all this cool Content Hub stuff.
Here's the thing, though. For all of you listening that have been historical HubSpot users, and you've got resources.education.academy. And it might be time to rethink. Maybe. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it's a moment in time to stop and think.
Yep. Number 9 today, AI-powered data model recommendations.
Uh-oh.
Bum, 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 bum.
Is that a request beta?
Yeah, where's that? Why are we relying on Casey's like horn?
Wait.
There we go.
Sorry,
I know it's hard.
I wanted to do that, but I was there. I gave you all the things.
What is it? We're developing AI-powered data model recommendations to simplify HubSpot setup and deepen usage. We will utilize information that we have about your business to generate a tailored set of easily applied configurations.
Why does it matter? Manually configuring HubSpot can be time consuming and overwhelming, especially for new admins. AI powered templates will allow us to meet the needs of HubSpot's broad customer base and build upon the industry specific templates released last year. The personalized content will allow you to get your HubSpot account up and running quickly and efficiently.
This is at the pro level and above. Highly recommend you come in and watch this video from Maggie. These ones are interesting because it's going to be hard. Like if you're already a user and you already have a data model and you already have it like built, like maybe this introduces you to the new object library objects a little bit. But how hard is it going to be to come in with like a fresh set of eyes versus all the new users that are going to come in and get and take advantage of this. So
if you are an agency watching this and a core part of your business is doing specialized implementation creation based on an industry, that's all I'm going to say.
Yep. Now I look forward to testing this because where I expect it to still be short right now is the connection to the Commerce Hub objects and probably anything outside of the 8, standard objects that are now the big 4 that we know of, plus the object library objects.
The big 4 that we know, and then the 4 that we don't.
Yeah.
By the way, I have clicked on this link. As soon as the show is over today at 12:35, I'm going to watch this 3-minute and 20-second video so that I can understand this at an even deeper level of how this could listen. You can now rename objects. This is now showing up. Like, I'm just saying there is change afoot.
Maggie's awesome. Also.
Yep. And as a reminder, like the data model templates that came out with Object Library last year look something like this. And what this update does is basically build this out, the suggestion out based on your business. The team was going to go a route of making more of these that were specific. And it looks like they're just going to let AI do the work for us, which I agree with that recommendation or that path, because it's really hard to nail down the perfect data model for each different business in each different segment. So let's let AI get in there. Separate WhatsApp transactional and marketing subscription types. Medium impact. I've seen this show up a couple of times. It's now live. There was a date, I think, at the end of March. Introducing separate opt-ins, opt-outs for WhatsApp message types, WhatsApp marketing, and WhatsApp transactional. You can now manage and obtain distinct consent for marketing and transactional messages, enhancing your communication outreach strategies and overall customer experience.
Why does it matter? Enable opt-ins, outs for marketing versus utility WhatsApp template messages. This matters as any business-initiated messages sent outside of WhatsApp 24-hour conversation window require portal users to use a pre-approved WhatsApp template. And businesses can only send template messages to users who have subscribed to receive messages from them on WhatsApp. This approach will address the need of businesses that may lose critical communication opportunities due to the previous broad opt-ins and provide a pathway to respect customer preferences while maintaining necessary engagement like order confirmations, account alerts, etc.
Etc., etc., etc.
And so
all of the communications, because we're using HubSpot as a communication management platform for the business, not just for email blasts anymore.
I hope what you said is true for many of the humans who will watch this episode. Communication engine.
Yes. If you can get your head around that, then it's like, oh yeah, of course we would send order confirmations from HubSpot. That doesn't need to be in some other system just because orders. Yeah.
He almost went, Casey.
Customer facing team in HubSpot, no matter which department they're in. All right. Man, we're through 10. There's another page here.
Chris is deciding what to do.
I mean, it's up to you guys. Like, do you want to keep going or catch up in the days to come?
I'm fine to keep
Click
going.
the next page just so we can get a gander.
Well, then he's going to lose it.
Oh.
So it's a do or die.
I mean, I'm fine. Whatever you guys want to do.
All right. I mean, if you guys are.
Yeah. I'm down.
I'll cancel all my plans, as George said.
I mean, I already called the doctor and let clients know. So.
All right. We're going in because we still got some April 8ths. I was going to say, like, if there was some old dates, like maybe, but no, we're still going. Zapier, quick account creation. Okay. What is it? Getting teams onboarded to Zapier and leveraging best-in-class automation has never been easier. With quick account creation, users can get started with a new Zapier account and begin building, using, and exploring Zaps without ever leaving the HubSpot platform.
Wow. Why does it matter? Quick account creation removes friction from automation setup processes, streamlining user paths to automation. Users can create a new Zapier account right from HubSpot Zapier app settings, allowing them to install Zapier and immediately leverage Zap templates, AI-based Zap suggestions, and Zapier editor all right within HubSpot. Wow.
So is there a day that HubSpot acquires, by the way, Zapier? Zapier will make you happier. I did an interview with the owner like 17 years ago. Okay, I wasn't in the HubSpot space 17 years ago, but like in 2015, I did an interview with the person who started Zapier, and he literally was like, "Yeah, it's a Zap, and Zapier will make you happier." And God forbid nobody says it that way. Everybody calls it Zapier, or Zapier. But it's Zapier makes you happy. But is there a day when you see this? Is there a day where HubSpot acquires and it just becomes part of the tool?
I hope not, because one thing I often, if I have a client that's on Starter, that's on a free version of HubSpot, like I suggest Zapier because it can be a lot more cost effective to get some automations underway. So personally, I'm kind of disappointed, but it does seem like this is a pretty close integration. The only integration I can think of off the top of my head that has so much power within HubSpot is Salesforce.
Yeah.
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 Oh, and this is like an admittance, I think, that like not everybody can pay for Pro.
Yeah.
And instead of trying to continually PLG them to death, which nobody likes, it's like, hey, we get it. Here's easy to use Zapier.
Again, I see this and the WordPress update, and I go, something's changing mentally in
the mindset. Yeah, for sure. And to your point, I think if I can make a bold call, I don't know that they do any more acquisitions after Frame.ai and Cashflow because of this world we're moving into of just everything being connected to everything else and open source and everybody building their own tool sets. Like all these companies, Zapier and HubSpot and everybody, they have to become just ultra like open to integration. So it makes sense that they start doing this kind of stuff to like keep up, right? Instead of
Mhm.
somebody building their own version of Zapier to connect into their own HubSpot,
Mhm.
right?
This just out HubSpot, never to acquire any other companies. I
Yeah.
don't.
Book it, document it.
I don't think so.
All right.
I'll
That's fair.
$5 on that one, and then the next time they don't or do, one of us is getting $5.
Yeah. I'm never getting paid. George might get paid because we're never going to know
That's
the answer
true.
to that if they don't.
There's only an
if we
upside
ever-
for George.
If we ever did become aware, we wouldn't be allowed to say anything.
Right?
So, association permission updates, medium impact. Just kidding. Maybe that's what this whole second page is.
No, mine came up.
What's that?
Mine came up on my side.
Your came up? All right, go read it.
All of it, it's long.
What is it? Remind the people what it is.
Introducing a new permission that enables admins to set whether a user or team can add, edit, and remove associations on existing records. We'll start broad with a permission where a user can either add, edit, remove associations, or they can't. This permission will apply across all objects within object types with records. Users will need edit access and the new permission to be able to make changes to associations on an existing record. Then we will introduce two changes simultaneously. One, require edit access to be able to add, edit, or remove associations on existing records. And two, introduce the permission and introduce the new permission and enable it for all existing users. That was not English.
Yeah. No, like if you didn't catch the update show from Kyle and Max this week, Max gave a great explanation. Association labels, y'all. Instead of renaming all your objects, learn how to use association labels.
Yes.
So impactful in the current state of HubSpot. It activates so much of the stuff that you want to do. No longer do we have the days of one contact per deal. Okay. So
Get to the next one.
Sorry.
New modern marketing email templates.
Yes.
High impact, of course. It's marketing email. So it must be high impact. Get ready for a major upgrade to your marketing emails. With this rollout, you will gain access to a variety of modern, high-quality, responsive email templates designed for common email marketing use cases like newsletters, webinars, product announcements, event invitations, and promotions.
Why does it matter? With a refreshed library of our native drag and drop email templates, you can now quickly select and customize high-quality templates, spending less time on design and more time crafting compelling content that converts. Launch campaigns faster, seize timely marketing opportunities, and deliver a flawless experience across all devices with our responsive designs.
Scroll down. Scroll down. Yes. 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 First of all, I love you, whoever you are that worked on the original email tool and gave us the original templates. But many times when I would be teaching it to people, I would hear comments like, not that I'm saying this, but I would hear comments like, what in the junior designer is this? They knew that they had to build their own templates. I look at these and I'm like, clean, fresh, inviting. Yes. Like, thank
Just
you.
upload your HTML file new too. I don't.
Oh,
It's got a nice breeze color around it.
That is new.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hang on. I may not play with Remix this weekend. I may not have the time.
I'm so upset right now. The email.
I might need to mess with that right there.
Man.
Chris is gonna. Christmas.
Email is being prioritized over content remix.
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll try to mess with
Oh,
that.
I totally get it. There's a bunch more people using email. It's going to be way more impactful for your business if you figure that out first, because
Well,
nobody's using content remix.
I can tell you the amount of times I've been asked about HTML emails in HubSpot versus can I remix my content? It pales
Exactly.
in comparison.
Exactly.
Sometimes on
I
here we
get
say it's somebody's first day. If it's your first day here, Chris hates email.
Dang.
Not what was I gonna say?
Chris
she's
says,
not lying.
true.
She's not lying. Yeah.
Do you hate
And
email or do you hate
but
bad?
just to like,
There
show
you
some
Oh wow!
some camaraderie, some
Chris won't be using that beta, but he will be opted into.
so other people might be. So let's just we'll think about the other people today. And I get to focus on this cool stuff. Display partial payments on invoices. This is impactful. What is it? Your invoices now display complete payment history when customers make partial payments, giving both you and your customers clear visibility into all transaction details.
Why does it matter? This helps you track outstanding balances and maintain clear payment records. Your customers benefit from transparent payment history so they can manage their payments more easily.
How does it work? This feature is automatically enabled for all of your invoices. Boom. Period. Done.
Commerce Hub team does not mess around. They do not mess around.
Who gets it, Commerce Hub?
And a couple days ago, I was just thinking to myself, like I was creating an invoice to represent something happening in Profoundly. And we give you the options of pay up front, pay 50 now, 50 later, pay at the end, right? And there was a 50-50. And I was like, am I really going to have to create two separate invoices to represent these transactions properly? And the answer was yes, until now. This is beautiful. Thank you, Commerce Hub team.
Thanks, HubSpot.
Brand identity.
I'm into this.
We talked about it last week on Let's Build AI Skills. What is it? With brand identity, your brand's key features like voice, tone, visual style, mission, and competitive insights are pulled from your existing content automatically. That context is used to inform AI-generated content across customer touchpoints, helping your brand stay effortlessly consistent as you scale. And just a quick correction, this is not the brand identity we talked about last week, George. Why does it matter, Casey?
Consistent brand aligned content is critical in today's competitive landscape. Generic AI outputs often overlook the nuances of brand identity, leading to diluted messaging and diminishing customer engagement. Brand identity addresses these challenges by integrating your brand's core attributes into AI-powered content generation, maintaining uniform messaging and tone of voice across your channel, creating content more efficiently with AI that understands what makes your brand unique.
How does it work? Just want to see which tools it brings us to, if it's the same tools.
This is cool. Like, I think it was you and I, Chris, talking a few weeks ago about, I mentioned to you that my version of ChatGPT tells jokes sometimes. Like I'll ask it something and it will like put a joke in there. And Chris was like, that has never happened to me. And
mine asked me, which one of these other 17 things would you like to create from this? That's what
yeah. Serious business with my GPT projects. But no, it's the same settings that we talked about last week, George. I think the one that threw me is this, competitive insights.
Yes, those words were like my ears perked up. But what I want for everybody who is potentially watching this, or if you pass this on to somebody, by the way, you are allowed to share this show with a friend. Just saying. Probably the most important line that I see on this page right now is if you have generative AI tools enabled. First of all, if you don't have generative AI tools enabled,
Here's an idea, Breeze team. Maybe put that right here, like kind of like we have some data model stuff here,
maybe
like right next to this, because we can't use any of these things.
A big on switch.
Unless, is this overview new? I feel like.
Wait, what?
This overview.
We're going down a tunnel.
The Breeze.
You did open up. Oh,
yes, it's definitely new. Okay. Anyways,
okay.
Love us some Easter eggs every damn day. Breeze Content Agent. Speaking of content agents, create landing pages. What is it with Breeze Content Agent powered by HubSpot's AI? You can create high quality on brand landing pages with just a few clicks. The new AI powered landing page creation flow empowers you to instantly create high performing landing pages, complete with copy, images, automated forms, meeting links, and more. Breeze Content Agent pulls from your brand guidelines in your HubSpot account, ensuring your landing pages are consistently and effortlessly on brand.
Why does it matter? Creating beautiful, engaging landing pages that drive high conversion rates has traditionally been both difficult and time-consuming. Breeze Content Agent solves this challenge. Now you can spend less time building and more time converting leads and boosting your marketing and ROI.
The only question I have here, HubSpot, is brand guidelines.
I was going to say the
brand
same thing.
Kit.
Yes.
Like what brand guidelines are you speaking of here? Because if it's my brand kit and my data sources in my AI, like those are the two places my brain goes to. But please help me understand brand or guide.
Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Customize your AI features to enhance your control, transparency, and experience in AI settings. You need a big button. Can this be just a huge button, please? Like, stop burying this stuff.
It's gonna be data sources in Access. Like,
yep.
But that's not my brand guide.
Right.
I mean, is that the brand identity? Yeah.
Well,
I was literally gonna say. I was gonna ask George. Somebody asks you, where are the brand guidelines in HubSpot?
Account defaults.
Right.
Go to account defaults. Go to the tab that is branding, and then logo, colors, themes, and brand voice. This is what I would think is brand guidelines, but I would call it brand kit, or I would call it. It's just guidelines. I got confused, and
Wait a second. Is this new?
Mm-hmm.
Well, newer-ish, not new, but
wow, I haven't seen it yet.
So, yeah. I've seen this stuff. I talked about this on Hub Heroes a while back. So, like, but
send me that episode.
I didn't mean to take us down a tunnel. Brand guidelines is confusing.
Yes.
Like, give me a link or links to the two places that you want me to pay attention to when you use the words brand guidelines.
Yep.
Sorry. Well,
because when you fill it out, when you fill all that stuff out, folks, landing pages, pretty cool landing pages.
I feel like we're going to see this update again.
Yeah.
Because maybe there'll be a couple links in it.
Multi-account management. What is it? Connect and manage your organization's existing HubSpot accounts with centralized governance and the ability to share assets and customer data across accounts. In this release, multi-account management will come with 3 features: organization, configuration, data mirroring, and asset copying.
Why does it matter? Multi-account management is built for multi-organizational businesses with distinct data models and or strict data separation needs who want to collaborate across HubSpot accounts. I think, did we talk about this one? Was this when?
Yeah.
Yeah, this has
business
shown up a
unit
couple times.
question came up.
Yeah. My only question here is, does it come with strict costs or flexible discount rates? I'm curious. I don't know, but I'm sure I'll
Yeah.
find out.
So who gets it? Customers with Marketing Hub Enterprise in at least one of the accounts in their organization will gain access to multi-account management.
Mm.
With this access, you can connect up to 4 additional HubSpot accounts within your organization that have professional or enterprise subscription for any hub. I did not know that part. That is a big deal.
My goodness.
Yeah, so not everybody has to have enterprise. I would imagine, to your point, George, they might have been running into some price conscious organizations thinking they had to upgrade everything to enterprise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good to see that they do not. New permission control for customer agent in development, scheduled for release, expected April 22. Forward-looking statement at the top. What is it? We've introduced a new customer agent edit permission. Users will now need this permission to create or update a customer agent.
Why does it matter? Previously, any user in a HubSpot account could create or update a customer agent, increasing the risk of accidental or unauthorized changes. With this new permission, you can ensure better control and governance over who can make these updates.
Boom. Period.
Yeah, we shouldn't have anybody being able to make AI agents. That's fair.
Well, that shouldn't need to.
Right.
Yeah. But we do want people creating agents if you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see, like, especially when this is for like big teams, Service Pro and Service Enterprise, people just jumping in. And when you don't get the support that you need from your organization, you have access to tools like agents. Like, all right, let's try it out. Let's spit it up.
Wait, there's organizations that don't support their employees out there? Oh, shit.
Yeah, and they should all join the Value First boot camp coming up in
They
June.
really should. I can't believe that even exists. Like, I do actually believe it. But
And if they did support it, they would be super excited about create new lists from index pages. Because nothing says unsupported HubSpot user like a bunch of lists getting created when they don't need to be. What is it? You can now create a new static list directly from index pages. For example, of course, contacts, companies, deals, and tickets, and more.
Big four. Why does it matter? Previously, you could only add records to an existing static list. If you wanted to add records to a new list, the experience was confusing. I don't know if we need to read the confusing experience.
Probably not. Like, listen,
Yeah.
I will say this as the OG, like, which represents old guy in this case. I feel like y'all are hating on the original 4 original gangster objects, man. Like, come on, show them the love. They've been around forever. Like, we still got to let them represent. I mean, they're walking around in canes and like, you know, what's the thing? What the, like, but they're still viable objects.
I was a custom object hater for a while, so I do prefer the original 4.
Jeez.
It just creates this flywheel of understanding, George.
I know.
When we continue to run into people who think HubSpot is only these things. I don't blame them, because these are the only objects that are ever mentioned in any of these updates.
Yeah.
Like change one. Like,
yeah. Because there's like 18 available at this point, so or more. But
last but not least, scheduled hours for SLA rules and SLA reports. What is it? With this change, admins can now set the times when their SLA rules should be active. in the time zone of reference. While viewing an SLA-based report, it is now possible to view the information based on the configured scheduled hours on the individual SLA rule.
Why does it matter? SLAs are as unique as the customers you serve, but they weren't very flexible for global companies with customers and teams across time zones and with complex service needs. Additionally, SLA reports did not consider scheduled hours to give accurate measurements of adherence.
Makes sense. Apparently the 24-hour response time is not reasonable on the weekends, maybe. Hard to manage across time zones, I'm sure. We did it.
Wow. Join us tomorrow when we do 2 hours of HubSpot.
We might just do maybe we should update the time we go live to just match the spotlight. But we won't do that. We'll be here at the same time. Remember, folks, you probably already own the solution you're looking for in HubSpot. Sometimes you just need to wake up to it. And today it was definitely case studies for Casey Hawkins. Join us tomorrow morning as we continue exploring what's new in the ecosystem. Drop your biggest takeaway in the comments and let us know what capabilities you want to wake up to next. Until then, I'm Chris Carolyn.
I'm Casey Hawkins.
And I'm Don Corleone. No, I'm George B. Thomas.
And this has been Wake Up with Customer Platform. Now go build something amazing. Have a great day, everybody.